Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer Seeger and you are watching day 8 of Vlogmas. So today is gingerbread house making day. If you've been following my channel, you maybe saw last night my niece and nephew came over for Home Alone night. We do double feature Home Alone 1 and 2 and then did a slumber party, and then we wake up the next morning and decorate gingerbread houses. So we've had some waffles for breakfast and we're just about to get started with the gingerbread decorating. They thought of a couple more supplies that they wanted, so Nate actually took the kids on a run to Target, and while we're waiting for them to get back, I thought I'd show you a little bit about what's going on. So just getting organized. I have my coffee today and one of my new mugs that I got for the tiered tray. Today's flavor in the Nespresso Advent was a mystery flavor, so it's pretty good. I just did it black. Trying to describe the taste. It's a more bitter coffee, but I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it, as they say. But just gonna have some coffee going, get this together. It is such a fun day outside. It actually snowed last night. The kids and even Nate and I got a little excited because it just feels so much more Christmassy and such a fun day to be doing this. So I'm super excited. I'll show you what we have going on here for candy, but before we get into that, will you please click that like button below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me show you all of this candy we have for gingerbread houses. All right, so here is the full haul. If you're looking at this, you're thinking, how in the world did they go to buy more? But yes, there were a few things the kids thought of that they wish we had. So all of this is a lot of candy, and I just want to share with you a tip because it would be quite an investment to buy all of this at once, but I actually start buying it in September. This year was a little different just because we were moving into the house and we were on a vacation in September, but I usually just put a little bit in the cart when I do my grocery pickup at a time of some of the non-seasonal things, and then it doesn't hit you all at once. So that's just a little tip. So I'm gonna start over here and show you, we have this place locally called Fleet Farm where we can get these Christmas jelly wreaths. Of course, I had to wait until the Christmas stuff was in for that. We've got a couple different kinds of marshmallows going on here. My niece was super excited when she saw these. I picked those up at Walmart, just the little hazelnut wafer candies, but they look cool. And then I pulled these out. You can use a lot of the frosted mini wheats, and these might be too orange because they're a pumpkin spice. It's just what we had left over, as a thatched roof. And then I also pulled out some wheat thins and Triscuits because look in the cupboards to the crackers section, graham crackers, Ritz crackers. There are a lot of things that you can do to decorate your gingerbread houses, kind of a more natural non-candy look if you're going for it. Of course, we needed spice drops, and I found the kids were also really excited that we have these snowmen, so you can make your own with marshmallows, or we got some Peeps. A big find for me this year was Necco wafers, and I actually found these right around the 4th of July. Sometimes they're hard to come by. They're an old-fashioned candy. I think they taste disgusting. They're actually my mom's favorite, but she's crazy. But those look really good on a gingerbread house as well. Of course, we got the full book of Lifesavers, like five packages in here, so we have those to decorate with and eat. I love the pineapple ones. Just coming back here, we've got some funfetti. I just got some of the green frosting. I'm not going to put it into bags. I think if we want to make trees, we will just use like a little knife or decorator, but I got the sugar cones so we can make evergreen trees. Got some Dots home-style pretzels. Just like the crackers, these can sometimes be fun to decorate your house or stack up like logs. And then we saved out of the fruit roll-up packets. These are the cherry orange wildfire. So they're red and orange colored, and you can cut them to look like flames in your log, which is really cool. Got some sweet tarts here. The cherry sours are always a fun, just a red ornament. We do have some Christmas dots, but one of the things the kids were missing were regular dots. So I think they're picking those up along with some different cookies. I'll show you when they get back what they got. Also from the Fleet Farm store, farm supply store in our area, we got these peppermint straws. I found these at Walmart, just blow pop minis. I don't know what they're gonna look like. And then candy cane gummies. Got a couple kinds of Twizzlers here. I wanted to do chocolate. That's something that we've never done. They're actually Hershey chocolate Twizzlers, and thought those would look kind of cool on a house. Got some cherry ones going on there. Just some red vines. Oh, the cherry, sorry, those are pull-and peel that I got. And then I got red vines for licorice. My nephew insisted that we get these huge candy cane things again. He really wanted it. They're bigger than the house, but they like them. Some mini M&Ms, and then we got just some regular candy canes. I bought a package in the store this year, and I had also packed away some of this candy. These I packed away from last year, as well as some little candy canes, Tic Tacs, some peppermint sticks, and then I had found these stirrers at the dollar store. So all of that was packed away because I thought, we're not going to eat it, so what does it matter? So that is all the candy. I'm going to kind of get that ready to go for when the kids come home. Let me show you the houses. So I normally make the gingerbread houses. I have done last year when we did this, and pretty much every year I've done a gingerbread house. But this year, because we were moving on vacation, things were crazy. I usually try to make them early, get them in the freezer, and this year I just didn't have time. But I thought this was a really great solution because it is pre-assembled. I am loving this idea so much. It already comes on the little board. It's pre-assembled, it's ready to go. It's got some kind of outlines here for windows and whatnot that you can pipe around. And these were $12.99 at Target. I got one for each of us, so we've got 4 of them. And they all came with an icing, which I didn't realize from the photos that they came with an icing. So we have tons of icing. I also bought these from Target. All of the supplies were 20% off, and I think these were $3 something a piece. So I can return, I think, what we don't use, but it's kind of nice to have the extra frosting on hand to get all the candy stuck on. I just thought this was such an easy way to do it because it's great if you can bake the stuff, but sometimes you just don't have the hours and just want to have the fun experience. And I should also mention, I put down a tablecloth because this can act like glue. And I made the mistake of not having the table covered one year, and it took forever to get it off. So put down something to protect yourself. So that is everything that we are working with as far as candy and the houses. I like to put all of the candy out so we can all dig in without having to rummage through packages or have that all out on the table. So I'm going to try to work in this candy into a bit of a, I'll call it a charcuterie board. I have a board that I used last year as well, just to kind of have everything set out so we see what we're working with. So I'm going to get that going hopefully before the kids get back. Okay, we actually spilled over into a second board here. The kids just got back from Target. They got some mini vanilla wafers, some dots, Hershey Kisses, and then they wanted the regular stick pretzels instead of the dots. And what else did they get? Gummy bears. And then I put out graham crackers and some of the crackers and cones and things so we have easy access. Opened up one of our frostings. I am pleased to see that it's darker than I thought it was. And then this is the first board with everything on there. The Necco wafers did not survive well, so I don't know how many of those we will use, but everything looks super cute. And then this bunch also bought, thanks to Uncle Nate, a chocolate Monopoly board. So what do you guys do when you're playing for chocolate?
Yep.
Spin the wheel.
We don't even know what we're doing.
You spin the wheel and then you pick one of these and then you get chocolate. Well, technically you lose chocolate because in the game there's no logical way to get.
So I guess we're playing Monopoly and then we're gonna start our gingerbread houses. Okay, we are done. This is 2021 gingerbread creations. They turned out so cute. I especially am digging this roof. This is Miss Malia's. What do you have to say about your creation? Are you happy?
Yes.
Turned out so well. And Nate's thatched roof, and we're all teasing because he used the mini wheats and one's going the other way. Samuel, which one's yours?
The one with the good tree.
The one with the good tree, he says. And this one's mine with the no L sign. Haha. But they turned, oh, which fell down. This frosting was really, really droopy. And the other stuff that I bought from Target, see how it kind of droops on everything? The other one I got from Target was actually just for cupcakes, so I'm not sure it would have worked. So I'm glad they came with icing, which was enough. But yeah, it got a little soft, but there they are. So yeah, we had a fun morning decorating gingerbread houses. We have kind of an idea we were talking about for next year to do one big house all together. So we'll hopefully remember that, but our individuals turned out pretty cute. And I hope you enjoyed following along with us for day 8 of Vlogmas. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe below. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.